Hey, it's Mr. D, the band teacher, back again for a very quick overview lesson of the Lennie Niehaus composition Turnabout. This is a level 1 sax solo. What I want you to do right now is to grab your saxophone and your music, set it up next to your computer with these headphones. You may need to stop the video. Plug them into your computers, adjust the volume so you can hear me through the headphones. Grab your sax, and we're going to have a little play-along lesson here. Okay, so it's great to watch me. I mean, that's awesome, but you're going to definitely want to participate in order to get the most out of this lesson. So I'm going to move the camera to the music. I have a quick little copy here of the music that I want to talk through, and then we're going to just play a couple little sections. I do have another video. It's a performance video that I would use if you are preparing this video for recital or some sort of instrumental festival. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you the music real quick. Just a quick glance of it, you can see that there's a first and second ending. We do have an expressivo, which means you're going to play that section really expressive. The tempo is moderato, 100, so that's fairly quickly when we finally do it at performance tempo. Notice we do have a rest in the beginning. If you were performing this in a recital kind of setting, that would be the piano solo. You would count 3 measures of 4. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4 in time, and come in on beat 4 of measure 4. You're coming in at a mezzo forte volume, and you're cranking through here. Hit the first ending, and you go back to 5. Okay, don't forget to do that. And then when you get to this point, you jump into the second ending. Then we begin section 2 of the song, which is called expressivo. It's a more expressive part of the song. It's tender, if you will. Full values of the notes. It's a contrasting section. It's a section that's different. One note of interest is this measure right here. You can see on my copy there's actually some counting written in, but it's dotted quarter note single eighth, dotted quarter D sharp single eighth, and then you got a high A here. All right, that's fingered like low A, but with the octave key. So you got 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So do, day, or ta, ti, ta, ti, ta. It's really important that you play that note. These 2 notes right here, they're going to be short, even though they're tenuto, which means to play them for their full value. They're going to be shorter than this. This is actually longer than 1 beat. Okay, the other part is this right here. These licks right here, you just need to kind of work them out. They're all slurred, so it's really a matter of fingering. And one note is this. You see a lot of this stuff, especially in a Lennie Niehaus composition here. It's tongued and then slurred and then tongued. Make sure that you do that pattern. It's da, 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 da. And you can kind of think of it maybe a breath mark right here. This is a repeat of the melody that you just played. With a little twist at the end. All right. Okay, page 2, you just basically have some rest. Whoops. You have some rest right here. Not a big deal. It's a matter of counting. You have a legato section. Work this little lick out right here. It's at the bottom, end of the 3rd line. And then we kind of have the repeat of the main melody at the end. Careful. Remember in my performance video, I actually didn't play this right. I had to redo it. It's playing on beat 1, do, rest, rest, do. And you count for more than 4 because of the fermata marking. Okay? So what I'm going to do is just play a little bit of this composition. Go get your saxophone, and we are going to play a little bit of this composition. Okay? Let me just set this back. Okay. 1 note before 5. I'm going to play it slow so you get a sense of what that melody sounds like. Okay? 1 measure before 5. Take a look at your music. Just listen to it first, stop the video, and play it, then play it by yourself. And then you can play along with me. But here we go with 1 measure before 5. 1, 2, 3. That's like the main sort of germ of the melody. Notice at the bottom of the 2nd line, 1st measure, I went tongue, 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 slur, tongue, tongue. Your turn. Why don't you try it? Stop the video. Try it. And then we'll continue. Okay. And one measure before the first ending. We'll do it slow. Ready? Breathe in and play. Okay? Now, count down with me. It's the line below where it says expressivo. It's one in my copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mentioned it earlier in the video. It's the dotted quarter single eighth pattern. Start right on the B. Do that again. It's B, B, D sharp, F sharp, A. You know D sharp, right? D sharp is let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the pinky on this key. See my pinky moving right there? That's D sharp. It's also known as E flat. You may know E flat. Okay? Again, D sharp. D, and add the pinky. So you're going B, B, D sharp, F, A. I'm not sure I'm singing the right notes, but that's the rhythm pattern and the note names. Okay, so start that pattern again, right on the beat. Okay, you got it? All right, let's move back one measure before that section. It's the measure that starts with the rest, and then you go to the G. So it's 3, 4, rest. Let's do it a little bit faster. Ready? 2, same spot. 3, 4, rest. Okay? Now I'm going to jump down to the bottom of that first page. It's one from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines down on page 1. It's going to be the first measure in. It's the one that's eighth note slurred C, B, C, A, D, that measure. All right? Here's what it is slow. Try it one more time. Ready? A little faster. Breathe in and play. Rest. Rest. Okay. Let me do it one more time, a little bit faster. Ready? Go. Rest. You know the measure that has the two groups of 4 eighth notes slurred? It's the last line of the first page. Second one in, like in the middle one, it goes da, da, da. You gotta tongue that second group of 4, okay? I'll do it again slowly. Okay? So work that part out. We're going to just a couple little things on page 2, and then we're done. Measure 42, legato. After the two measure long rest, I'm going to come in right there on that mezzo piano lick. Ready? We'll do it slow. 3, 4, rest. Ready? Do it with me again. Ready? Breathe in and rest. Okay, a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4, rest. I messed up. I was looking at another measure. Ready? One more time. 3, 4, rest. And final time. Ready? 2, 3, 4, rest. Now find the legato measure. This is what I was looking at before. 3 measures before 42. I want you to start right there. Okay? It starts on a D quarter note. 3 measures before 42. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Starting right on the 3rd measure before 42. 1, 2. Breathe in and play that lick. One more time. Ready? And go now. And final time, pretty much at tempo. Ready, and okay, final thing, I just saw it. Measure 52, find it. And 1 measure before, it says R-A-L-L. That means rallentando. And the rallentando is another way of saying ritardando. It's to gradually get slower. The rallentando is to gradually get slower. So that those 4 Ds there, you're going. And then you repeat the same melody that you see at measure 5 at the regular tempo. So I'll demonstrate real quick. Let's go back 4 measures before 52. It goes like this. So you have like a contrasting section. Contrasting, of course, means difference. So you have a section before 52, getting slower and slower and slower, and then bam, 52, you hit the regular tempo, and you're back at the regular speed. Okay, just observe the 1st and 2nd endings, and also the fermata at the end. You want to hold that note for longer than its usual value. It's normally 4, so you want to hold it for more than 4. Okay. So that's some really basic, quick notes on the Turnabout by Lennie Niehaus. It's a great level 1 composition. Use my performance video to kind of master it and get a sense of what it feels like to play under your fingers, and then make it your own by practicing it a lot. You can play with a private teacher, someone that plays piano. You can have the piano part, and you can play along with that. And sometimes a lot of these songs have CDs or play along tracks, and that's great as well. Okay, so in the meantime, keep practicing, rock on, and we'll talk to you soon.